What's up, guys? It's Blacken back with some more RA content. In this bottom right, it is going to be LuckyLuke. I guess the C is dropped for now. This is LuckyLuke playing in his traditional green as Russia. And in the top, somebody we have not casted in a long time. It is going to be Biasao playing as the hot pink Germany. We're on Sullied valleys from Mo, so this is either going to be a 5-minute game because somebody all-ins, or it's going to be like an hour-long game because nobody can crack the other side. So this is going to be a pretty interesting game. This is on 4.2, so it has all the new balance done for just like the general game, then it has all of my naval balance as well, so hopefully we do get to see some Navy on Navy action, or some at least practical use of Navy now that they are much better than they are on release. It looks like Biasao is going for that naval yard first, where LuckyLuke is going straight for that power plant. That is definitely an interesting choice. These gem mines on this map are pretty critical to your economy the entire time. Like, there is a lot of mines on this map, but it is much safer just to get these double gem mines, and those produce so much money so quickly, so you're definitely going to want that. Looks like Via is now capturing his power plant, and that is a transport coming out, so you can see it is a little bit bigger. It's a chunky boy. It also has that increased naval capacity, which is also nice. So it's also a little bit slower in 4.2 than it was in the last release of the naval balance, just because they were super fast compared to the subs with torpedoes. Looks like LuckyLuke is just now getting his navy yard, and he does have a little rush here, so this could be a quick game, and we might have some sneaky best of 2, best of 3 or something. We will have to see. Yeah, he does not have anything ready, so this could be pretty good, and he's gonna at least get a power plant, probably a little bit more. First rifle coming out, but it's a lot of rifles. One instantly goes down, third one instantly goes down. Yeah, he's definitely gonna get that power plant, and this is not a good time to be Bia. He's gonna get his pillbox out. I think he should be okay on power. One more, yep. He's barely gonna be okay on power. Pulling both the harvesters, but the grenadiers are the problem right now, and actually he could probably just kill those barrels and he will kill all the pyre, but he's just gonna go and kill it with the grenadiers because why not? That is rough. It looks like same thing happening over here, so LuckyLuke forgetting his engineer. I think Bia's also down here, so he's gonna get his refinery down there in a minute, but both players trading off power plants, so that's actually quite an interesting thing. And I can't tell, he must have sold a ref here. Ooh, getting some good crushes on that harvester right there. And it is going to put off. And up here, oh, he's not using those grenadiers. He probably could have cleaned up the rest of the space. Yeah, still on. We're just now getting up to 100 power, so could have sold this off if he doesn't really need it. That probably could have helped him a little bit. But he is going to capture this, and LuckyLuke is just now getting his engineer and rifles loaded up there, so he's going to be very slow on his eco. And of course, we have a very delayed war factory from Bia and a radar rush from LuckyLuke, because why not? After you've gone grenadiers and your Soviets, you should just build some radar and go to tier 2 instantly. So that's a fun thing. It's definitely really strong on this map, especially as allies. You get that Chinook and you can just take both of these corner, or I guess they're not really in the corner, are they? But take both these gem mines with the FCOM, and then that just is like, you never really need to expand because you're just going to be floating 20k the entire time. It does have a second engineer, I think. Yep, definitely second engineer. So he's just going to come down and get that Derek for that nice little extra boon. Grenadiers still managing to kill some. Grenadiers actually do a lot of damage to rifles when they hit. So like a 5 stack of rifles is definitely going to take a lot of damage. It's usually just the slow projectile and the inaccuracy that absolutely kills you. So looks like that war factory is just now coming out. Bia is definitely broke. LuckyLuke is definitely broke. Refinery down here will be critical, and he is going in for that third ref, so needs to get these harvesters off this mine. Actually, they are long distance mining and doing nothing. LuckyLuke just gonna go ahead and kill this order. He says, no thank you, I do not need that eco. I mean, he probably is going to need eco. These both players are going to be stalling in just a minute here, although LuckyLuke is probably going to have that ref out perfectly. If he places it right here, that would be really good. We will have to see how it goes. And waiting for it. There it is. Yep. So he's going to get some nicely needed econ in just a few minutes here. Looks like Biasao just moving around that transport. It's already done his thing. Oh, V2 coming out here. Okay. This is going to be really good. He might get that ref off in time, I think. Oh, if he's not stalling, he would be fine. But I think this V2 is actually going to kill it before that ref gets completed, especially since he is stalling. That is unfortunate for Bia. He absolutely needs that eco. This is super smart. Not going for the air like I was thinking, going for the V2. Oh, he does not know that he has not killed it yet, but he is target firing just in case there is a ref there, which is nice. He should be able to hear by the sound that there is nothing there, or at least he's missing his target. But there is a yak, so he's probably going to be able to come by in just a second here. If Bio was really smart, he would build, he'd move this over, get the engineer in there, build a barracks, just build some rockets, and you're going to lose that for sure, but, you know, you could place a ref right here. I don't think that V2 could reach it, and then just save that refinery for just a little bit. At least, you know, make him spend 3 or 4 yaks to kill all your rockets and wipe that out. Definitely would worth the weight in gold, or the weight in gems, rather. It's like LuckyLuke on this side, he's just got his harvester there. 1 harvester is fine, 2 harvesters is definitely perfect. You don't need more than that. Those gems will regrow fast enough. This V2 still force firing, Flax and V2's out, so this is definitely a strange game, but again, if you've ever played this map, it is a strange map to play on. Yak is not quite circling there. It looks like he must have saw that that was up. Here's it destroyed, so that should probably be it. Probably one more as he's focusing somewhere else, and that V2 will no longer fire. Yep, that was definitely a forced fire, so his job is done. That is a huge denial there. We got our first gunboat out. That's, I mean, gunboats will do pretty decent damage to V2s, although V2s actually do a whole lot of damage to a gunboat. I think they might actually one-shot him. I can't remember off the top of my head. First medium tank out here, SD out. Sylvia's playing more of like a standard game. Totally fine. I mean, if you can, like, get an MCV here and just kind of control these 2 mines and, like, really control this corner of the map, that can be really good. Because then you can just kind of base push here a little bit and just deny this oil. Then you can just kind of focus your army over here, and that'll be really tough for LuckyLuke to expand. But he does have that gem mine, and if he really wants to, he can get a transport over here. First V2 taking a huge chunk out of that medium tank, and the Yak's getting a great strafe there. That is another buff that Soviets have received in 4.2. Their minimum target firing range is lower, so they can absolutely shred through lines of infantry much more easier. They don't have to worry about one rifle getting caught inside their minimum range, and then they just kind of focus on that and fly over and stop shooting. If you get like 2 of them like that, then they will absolutely just demolish infantry. So they can be really good when used in that capacity. At the same time, though, they still have to fly over their targets, so Blackhawks are still always going to be better in that regard. And, you know, for I think it's like $250 cheaper. Actually, it might be $150 cheaper, because I think Yaks are $13.15 and Blackhawks are $1,500. IC already out from LuckyLuke. Oh my god, this is an 8-minute IC, no Teslas yet, but I would not be surprised if they're going to come out because he is Russia. And there we go. 3 Yaks just say absolutely goodbye to all this infantry. Does lose 1, but still absolutely worth its weight in price there. Bia definitely needs to transfer to tier 2. Soul medium tank. Probably actually going to get killed by flak if you try to stay and fight, but it is correctly restricting. Gonna kill the naval yard out there, so LuckyLuke is not gonna have access to destroyers anymore. Destroyers are actually pretty good for him, but again, he is Soviets, so he totally could have missile subs out at tier 2 if he really wants to. That is his only barracks, so that is gonna be all of his infantry protection, which is not great for him. That means no more defensive queue either, but still has Tesla tech if he wants it. Now he's building APCs, which is an interesting choice. I guess he doesn't have an SD, so he's kind of forced to build APCs. Locust harvesting on this juicy ore mine for him. This one's kind of have to recover. And I mean, he did have a gunboat there. Gunboats, you know, they're kind of like a medium tank on the sea now. They're not bad, but again, they will still get manhandled by pretty much everything, especially rockets. That Yak going down, which is not good. Oh, the V2 missing, and he's going to get some good crushes here. Plus, he's got a really good concave. Flaks are not enough to deal with this. As long as these medium tanks keep moving like that and dodging the V2, this could be pretty good. But it looks like there is just enough rockets there to kill all the medium tanks, and now that army is pretty close to forfeit. I think a lot of it's going to get away. And a second medium tank is coming in there, so another little flank down here, and again, no real armor for LuckyLuke, so this is going to have a lot of staying power until he's going to have to retreat with his main army. There's another Yak here, so goodbye, rocket. Oh, doesn't even get killed by the Yak. So Bia, unfortunately, not getting a whole lot there. I think just kind of trading out a little bit. Story losses really close, although that army value is about 3k ahead, 4k ahead for LuckyLuke, and that's probably... Where does all his Yaks go? Did I miss him losing a bunch? He must have lost at least 3 of them because he had 4 of them. So 5th one just came out. Yeah, I'm not sure. Artillery out for Biasao, so he's got that tier 2 transition. He's going to need some AA guns, and he is not currently building one. Probably going to place one right here, then start building some AA guns, I hope. There's a lot of pillboxes over here, so LuckyLuke, I mean, he has the perfect counter to that with V2s and Yaks. Even the... Oh, I hear a gunboat going off. So you can see, you know, 2 gunboats, that's... Or 2-inch shells right there. It's pretty decent damage, honestly. He'll probably kill that harvester if it keeps just auto-mining over there. LuckyLuke will have to pull it off eventually, and he's already mined out here, so he's going to have to expand again. See that he finally does have a tech center out. Or not tech center, SD. So he's building MCV, so he's going to properly expand. I would love to see him place a sub-pin just so he could grab this, because that is super huge. Yaks, you know, they do decent damage to gunboats, but 3 of them will definitely kill a gunboat, yeah. Gunboats are, you know, they're good, but they can be countered. Destroyers, AA, heavily nerfed. They're still actually pretty good. I think actually increased the range of their Stinger this patch. They're probably a little bit better dealing with shoreline harass. Definitely better than gunboats, but still susceptible. Subs are pretty wacky this patch. We'll have to see how they actually play. I'm hoping to see that at some point. 2 flame towers saying hello to that medium tank, and they're doing a decent number of job. Ooh, there is a mechanic in there, so that tank is going to actually stay quite alive. But here comes the axe. And that is so much infantry gone for just 1 Yak. Absolutely worth it, yeah. Please repair those, and he is... LuckyLuke is on top of his game. And he's backwards expansion to this spine back here, where B is just, I mean, he's doing the smart thing, taking control of the map. You know, if LuckyLuke wants to play this tech game and not expand, then a great way to counter that is just to control the map, and you can kind of starve LuckyLuke out. Story here with the gunboat vision, going to be able to constantly hit that harvester, and he is going to pull it away, so that is nice to see. Looks like both these players playing pretty good. Blackhawk out, 3 Blackhawks out for Bia. Engineer, or these Grenadiers, I said engineer. I'm so bad with not saying the right thing at the right time, especially with names. These Grenadiers, probably the longest lived Grenadiers in a long time. As you can see, rockets absolutely destroy steel armor, which all naval have. That destroyer actually do decent damage to infantry, but yeah, that is too many rockets for them to deal with. Another destroyer probably going to come to its death. Oh, MCV getting found out here, but this is a great flank by LuckyLuke. Oh, the IC is going to totally counter that, though. He just needs to use those artillery. You should not be scared of the APCs, but they're getting some great crushes on the backside. But now the Blackhawks are coming in. There's still 1 artillery back here, and it's getting some great shots. This is actually going to be really close. I think LuckyLuke is going to come out on top of that, but he lost a lot to do that. He is now just 5k ahead of Biasao and destroyed loss. Tanya should be coming out soon. I do see a tech center, in fact. Yep, she is 30 seconds away. Tanya in 4.2 got a price increase to 1800. God, these APCs are brutal on the crushes. He does not have a lot of armor assets to deal with them. And yep, Bia's getting pushed back pretty hard here. He's still got some artillery on this side that he could be using, but if he can snipe out those rockets, which there is a lot, he should be okay. But he's going to lose both of his MCVs. Ooh, that is rough. But his SD is well protected, and now with Tanya out, and there's no Yaks on the field, Bia is going to be okay. Pushing in, losing a little bit. I think that was a paradrop or something, but ran in straight into 3 artillery. That is the worst counter. Tanya might actually go down here just because there's 4 APCs, but I don't know if it was worth it. I mean, 1850 plus, or 850 plus 850, that's 900 plus, so yeah, just $100 worth it for LuckyLuke there. But I mean, Tanya is such a critical value, that critical unit, you know, that she's probably worth more than the 1800. But in that case, sacrificing 2 APCs is probably still worth it. Another destroyer down here still, because why not? Still poking off those harvesters, and this one looks like it was there. Got pushed off recently. Got mammoth tanks coming out, so I guess LuckyLuke does not want to use the new Tesla tanks, which have been nerfed. They can no longer shoot and move at the same time. They are like chrono tanks. Just a little bit faster turn radius, so they're still pretty good. You can still kite with them, but it's definitely more like a stutter step, StarCraft Micro. Have to see how useful they actually are if they're not over nerfed. This harvester probably been paying huge dividends on the economic front. If I look at the earnings, that's armings. Actually, B is a hedge, so him just expanding across the entire map has been better for him than LuckyLuke's gem mine over there. And yeah, it looks like this game's kind of slowing down a little bit. One Mammoth Tank saying hi to an AA gun. That is a lot of medium tanks, but Mammoth Tanks are pretty bulky. They got a speed increase too, so they are a little bit better. But I think 4 medium tanks is definitely enough to deal with a single Mammoth Tank. There is a secondary army coming here. Ooh, Longbow's coming out too. Tanya is on the wrong side right now, but she is safe from the yak for now. The Mammoth Tank actually getting away for now. I think that was artillery that yak got, but it was definitely worth it if it was. And now LuckyLuke is going to push in here. I think the IC should be up. Which one is it? Nope, still not it. Yep, IC is up. So Biasao is going to be pushed back. Does have 1 MCV, probably needs the second one. LuckyLuke going to try to attack here, but his APCs are in the back, and that is a lot of his army going down. Second MC is out for Biasao, and Tanya is there. But there's not a whole lot of rockets for Biasao. This could be pretty bad. 1 APC going down. Looks like they were on attack move. He got very lucky there. Could have been a lot worse. Oh, and the gem mine finally goes down for LuckyLuke. That is going to be huge. His eco is probably looking pretty dismal right now. He's got, oh, I did take this bottom corner, so he's got a lot of eco over there. Just needs to transfer some harvesters. Does not need, oh, 2 long distance mining there is probably fine. There is another fix. I can finally hear when the GPS goes off for players. So that is a nice little feature that we got in 4.2 as well. It was like fixed for all the longbows. Get away, yep. It was fixed for about 30 seconds and then a new release unfixed it, so it's been a long time in the waiting to get that fixed again. But that is super nice to have. It is always amazing to know exactly when I can just switch this and be like, yep, that is a lot to see. Must be some rockets. Tanya does go down, and there is, oh, perfect IC onto those Mammoth Tanks. They're going to get some good crushes, and with their extra speed, it's probably going to do a big number there. And retreating at a great time, too. Definitely needed some more medics to kill that Tanya, but well, he's staying. He's going to lose at least all these Mammoth Tanks, but I think he's got enough infantry, unless they're just not firing. Getting some good kiting action right here. Oh, that was such a beautiful hit. I hear something else happening somewhere. I think it was just defense getting killed. Yeah, I think Bia's got the perfect concave right here. Everything is going to go down that last Mammoth Tank more than it can deal with. Unless Bia decides that he needs to run away for some reason. Oh, because he's losing another Conyard. Oh, just enough left in those yaks to kill it. Does lose quite a few of them, but that does stop Bia from controlling the middle again. And medium tank trying to kill a harvester there, but not get it. So LuckyLuke has clawed his way back. He's more than fine on the economic front, I believe. In fact, yep, he's definitely ahead of Bia right now. Nice little pair drop in the back here. There's a bunch of harvesters, long distance mining. But Bia correctly does have some Blackhawks to deal with that. And I hear some cruisers. I see some cruisers. So these are definitely buffed. I would love to see some shells laying right here because they would absolutely obliterate that. Even if they hit the Mammoth Tanks, that'll also be pretty good. Paradrop getting cleaned up there. So the only thing I have not seen is somebody use a transport to get an MC out of these islands. That would be pretty good. But it looks like LuckyLuke is doing alright. He's got the yaks here if he really wants to use them. I think he's going to find a good angle here. Coming from the south and going north and turning now. Yeah, he's going to kill everything. Look at that. Loses 1 yak. That was definitely worth it. Transport coming back. Not sure why. Hopefully to get an MCV. Oh, big attack here. And the cruisers are there for support. And goodbye a lot of infantry. Although most of it missed. Ooh, I see on there too. So unfortunately, those cruisers are just not going to do a whole lot to an IC Mammoth Tank. The longbow. No. 1 longbow down. Finally he realizes and pulls it away. But 3 longbows could definitely kill a Mammoth Tank, but not with all those rocket support. So yeah, this is definitely a crazy game. This is exactly what I was hoping for. And those cruisers just obliterating that small contingent right there. Probably gonna do a decent number on the Mammoth Tank, assuming it's still alive, but it is dead. Last AA gun going down right here, so Bia's army is pretty low. I mean, he's got 25k, but I think a lot of that is just in air, and now he has a single Tanya, so not a whole lot of armor for him. Looks like two war factories out for LuckyLuke. Just one for B right now. You can see the long range bombardment missing a little bit, but that is still more than LuckyLuke can really deal with. That flame tower going to go down in just a second here. Last burst, I think, maybe? Yep, and there it goes. They must... Oh, they don't have sight on it, so they're just going to actually have the perfect target. They're probably going to kill that war factor eventually. 5 longbows, not what he needs. He needs his Tanya. Where is his Tanya? There she is. 1 Blackhawk here. Oh, he's got range. He can place a pillbox here. That'll be good. So this attack's probably not going to go super well for LuckyLuke. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Oh, those longbows are going to find a great angle on that mammoth tank. And if they kill that mammoth tank, then this Tanya is going to have all the fudge that she wants. Going in now. That was a good time. Gonna lose probably a Blackhawk. Nope, they all get away. That was great. And this Tanya gonna clean up everything. Trying to kill the husk. That's interesting. He's worried about a mechanic. I mean, not a bad idea at all. Looks like the Blackhawks, or the Yaks rather, did kill 1 cruiser over here. They did kill a barracks and a war factory, so not the worst return value. Oh, oh no, the Yaks fly right through an AA gun. Loses a bunch from them. That is unfortunate. And a medium tank back here with the help of the destroyer managed to kill that. Medium tank probably going to kill that harvester too, unless the LuckyLuke is really paying attention. There's a lot going on in this game. This game's been 21 minutes, and I feel like I have non-stop just been running in my mouth, which is pretty crazy. There's so many harvesters back here for Biasao. He's probably just been building refs and selling them. Tanya, that's just a 2 because she killed all of that juicy infantry up there. But the Yaks are going to sniff her out in just a second here. Oh, there is a SAM site too. Perfectly stopped outside there. Tanya just chassing her hair, and she goes down. Definitely worth it from the Yaks. Gonna lose both of them. That's totally fine. Fortunately, does not have vision on those cruisers. They could be doing so much more damage. Yeah, also getting some good use of those Blackhawks, but those Yaks were also doing pretty good. Both of them going down. Oh, it's actually gonna expose his little base right here. I don't think Biasao. No, he definitely did. Tank in front, so that flame tower not going to get any kills, I don't think. That is nice. He's probably going to kill everything over here, although there is some stuff coming. Here's some more infantry going down. Oh, it's another little flank over here. I think MCV is probably going to live. Oh, there is a lot of Blackhawks right there, and they're sniffing out that army. Some artillery too, and I'm sure Tanya is on her way back in just a second here. No, not quite yet. No nuke yet, but I am seeing our first sub. Oh, never mind. There's a bunch of subs over here, so these cruisers are going to be short-lived. Don't think we're going to get to see that these subs are turreted, so they can shoot and move at the same time. So a little bit wacky, but it helps even the field, considering allies can shoot and move. And down goes those cruisers. Instant vent 2 on that sub. Big attack here, and not a whole lot for B. He's got his gap generator. Does not what he needs. 1 mammoth tank going down. Oh, IC only gets 1 of those mammoth tanks. Tanya is desperately needed right here. That Blackhawk cannot land right there. Longbow, rather. MCV going to get away, but he's losing a lot of territory right here. This is such a tough retreat path, too, because it is so canalized. Blackhawk getting some perfect vision right there. Instant vet up. Now these longbows can refuel, rearm. Here's more fire in summer. That's just a fire plant. Sub's not doing much. Blackhawk. Yak, rather. God, I'm so bad today. Yak going down, but 2 mammoth tanks saying hi. Probably gonna kill those harvesters. And there goes satellite again. And Biasao gonna see, yeah, there's a lot here. Oh, but that artillery gonna be pretty good. Not a bad first shot. Second one, perfect. That's a great shot. Third one, also pretty good. Oh my god, that artillery. Vet 2 already, and a mammoth tank instantly going down. Oh no, that longbow's just out. Unfortunate. But I think he's going to be able to push LuckyLuke back there. Mammoth tank's just out of range of those rockets. Not seeing them. Or maybe just the perfect angle. Oh. Looks like LuckyLuke's going to hold here just with the help of flame towers. 3 of them and no armor left for Biasao, so those artillery are going to have to retreat. Is Tanya back on the field? No. It looks like he's just neglected building Tanya again. Man, this destroyer got another harvester. And he's probably going to kill a bunch of those infantry, because I don't think those rockets are in range. So that's destroyer well worth getting its money. Navy Yard's much cheaper, obviously, with my release. Smaller detection radius for naval buildings. And subs do a lot less damage to naval structures, so you can actually kind of get them out if there's just 1 or 2 subs. 3 is a little bit much, though, so... And there is so many down here. You need to start switching to missile subs. Missile subs sitting right here could pretty much end Bia if he ever gets them. Mammoth tank gonna die to some artillery because why not? And Bia is just pushing it over here. LuckyLuke has managed to play more than half of this map now, so I think it's looking pretty good from him. Those yaks have been pretty good, but they're gonna run into a flock of longbows. 2 of them going down. And of course there was a flak there to kill longbows, so probably evened out on cost effectiveness there. Another flak for Bia, because why not? This naval transport just doing nothing. Could transfer that harvester back home, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe put a new sea in there. Maybe make a beach landing right here, because there's just enough, you know? No Tesla tanks, that's the only unfortunate thing. This oil deck actually has been alive for so long, it's probably helped Bia so much. It's finally gonna lose it. Still building subs up here. Can I see a missile sub? Nope, just another sub. So he's probably forgot about that queue. He's definitely got more subs than he needs. He could probably just completely block buildings over here. Destroyed loss is looking... It's actually better for Bia right now, so those artillery probably paying dividends. This is going to be a good attack for him too, so that's going to help him. Medic's kind of running and taking to the death, and this little outpost probably going to go down. Same time, Bia is going to rotate his entire army across. And I don't think Bia can really handle it too much. Although the army values are pretty close, 40k to 30k, so about 25% lead. There is a lot of longbows still, and a Blackhawk. And all of Bia's army is now going to meet in the middles. This could be pretty good. These artillery are on the wrong side, though. If they can kill these mammoth tanks and get over here, I think LuckyLuke actually might be in a little bit of trouble. This Blackhawk is doing wonderful. Don't lose it, no! Oh, it's barely alive. The longbow's gonna kill the mammoth tanks. Oh, IC on it. Not the worst IC, I guess. But all the infantry finally gonna go down up here. Might lose 1 more medium tank. I don't think he's gonna lose that harvester. And the last rocket is dead. Mam tank can get out of dodge. And yeah, so that just is a huge reset. 33k to 21k, so looks like they lost pretty close to evenly. Kind of surprising. Earnings graph, both players definitely dropped around minute 24. God, this is a 28-minute game and it's still going, and now they are pretty much dead even. Here goes that satellite going off again. Would love to see somebody take these gems. That would be a huge game changer. Artillery gonna start chilling there. There's not a whole lot there for Bia, and there's a lot of yaks, but there's a lot of longbows too. So, oh, and they're gonna see the yaks, but there is 2 Blackhawks. He's got to be careful. He's gonna lose 1 Blackhawk. Oh, that was a little bit of a bait and switch there. Artillery gonna kill another mammoth tank. So those artillery up to 2 and 3, or is that no? I think that's both. That 3 artillery. Those are pretty big. Harvesters getting poked at by flaks. Don't engage them with those longbows. I hear some more infantry going up. It's another little attack here by Bia, but there's so much going on right here. Such a tactical dance between the longbows and the flaks, and then the yaks and the longbows and the infantry and the artillery. I love this game. This is definitely one of my favorite I've casted since probably the Rattle playoffs between Ups and Unano and Master and X. Those were just some fantastic games. This little attack finally getting pushed back, though it did kill a harvester. That's not the worst. Somehow this thing is still alive. Why is it still alive? He had a rocket attacking it. That is such a huge amount of eco just for free, basically. Oh, 2 flaks going down to those artillery. Those artillery have been well worth it. One of them, of course, as soon as I say that, getting killed. Oh, 2 yaks going down there. That was pretty good. And the flaks not enough to chase. 2 of them getting away. That artillery is still slightly alive. A mechanic there would be great. Sending those back to repairs would be great. And yeah, just so many subs on this place. Oh, we're seeing it. We're seeing it. An MCV is going in there, and a Harvester too, because why not? I love it. This is it. I'm calling it for LuckyLuke. This play right here is going to win him the game. This gems, they're not. There's probably super dense. That's probably like 20k in gems right there. I don't think this side was ever harvested, as you can see, because of the ORA. So this is going to be huge as soon as he gets that MCV deployed. This harvester is forfeit, but I think LuckyLuke should have enough. He's got 2 yaks over here. Oh, the Vet 2 Blackhawk going down. But our artillery could make all the difference there. Getting some great shots. I hear Tonic finally coming back on the field. Still got MCV support, so I think he'll be okay. And some more yaks coming out there. Yeah, I just need something to do with the made-up tanks, and he'll be fine. But looks like he is a little bit distracted. Worried about an attack somewhere else, perhaps. Establishing his eco, so this is going to get... Oh my god, we're seated again. This is some Normandy here. This is Dunkirk. 2 harvesters and an imps. Nope, just 1 harvester. Please don't lose the transport, though. Oh, so close, but it is going to get away. And now I could probably go over here, and LuckyLuke will have amazing eco for the rest of this game. And as I say that, of course, the Oderic is finally going to go down. Everything going against Bia right now. Oh no, but the longbows, they're there. They can see it. They do see it. Oh, that's going to kill it. Oh, that was such a great grab. I love this game. I'm having such a blast right now. Bia gonna clean up the rest of these fineries. There is a bunch of yaks over here, and of course LuckyLuke is rotating pretty much the entirety of his army over there. But you know, there is a Vet 3 artillery, so who knows what could happen here. Oh, and we're now seeing spies out here. Okay. Oh god, those yaks were brutal, but the artillery lives. Oh, it's finally gonna go down. Not getting all it needs, but that's a lot of medium tanks that could get some insane crushes right now. B is gonna go for the harvesters, but I don't think... Oh, I guess LuckyLuke is floating. So he's probably gonna go down to 0 in just a second here, but I mean, it does not matter. He's gonna have at least 1 gem mine. Oh no, he sells them. He needs to disguise them. Oh, those were disguised. Even as his own rifles probably would have gone just fine. Oh, I see. Panic save on the V2, but it was worth it. He killed a longbow. Yeah, LuckyLuke is starting to run away with this game. I think his army K is double Bia's, but this is such a hard map to push through. With that GPS out, Bia probably knows that he's in a pretty hard position here. He's gonna have to start base pushing. Probably establish right here. I mean, he does have an SV here, so move it down here. Get up to forward factory. Maybe take this. You know, that's a way back too. That's gonna be huge. Tanya getting some decent there, but the yak's out of ammo. The V2 is gonna kill her though, and that's gonna force Bia back. He needs some more Blackhawks too. Yeah, Blackhawks, artillery, medium tanks, forward factory. Maybe throw some cruisers on this side, since there's a lot of subs on this side. Oh yeah, finally got to see some missile subs. They could have been built since like minute 5 when the radar came out, but you know, these can definitely be a game changer too. There is so much here. Conyard, a lot of eco, some power. I think that tech center is definitely in range. Another prayer drop coming in the back there. Not sure what the longbows killed, but they definitely look like they killed something. A few of those are pretty damaged. They should probably go back to the SD. Another spy coming out here. Well, that's a nice little fuck you. Pillbox just getting a lot of value there. Letting Bia know, yep, there's an army coming there, and he's totally ready for it. Does not have any more artillery, and he definitely needs that, but I think this is going to go pretty bad for LuckyLuke. All of his armor's in the back, and he's got a great concave going against him. There we go. That spy is disguised now. LuckyLuke loses a huge army there, bringing him much closer to even, although he's still enjoying almost a 2 times lead. That mammoth tank getting swarmed by the longbows there. Oh, I'm hearing some missile subs, just shooting on some defenses. I mean, they pretty much do a V2 now, so that pillbox is not long for this world. Yeah, this is... When do you ever see Blackhawks and Yaks just duking it out like that? This is such an insane game. And down goes that pillbox, and these missile subs are just gonna absolutely murder this refinery. One more burst, and goodbye. Yeah, 4 missile subs is a force to reckon with. I mean, Lucky Luke does have to worry about the longbows, which are a great counter to missile subs, even though they are have the anti-air. Subs in 4.2 can be force fired upon to do damage to him for one, but also cause him to surface, so no longer can they just shoot and scoot and kind of be able to stealth under the water and be invulnerable. You actually have to be very careful, so it does help with the allies, just knowing that there's a flock of subs here. They can just force fire and reveal a couple, get the slash to reveal others, and just keep going from there. Another refinery probably going to go down in just a second here. I think that's probably because, yeah, Lucky Luke does not have great vision on everything. Just got a big army right here, and B is definitely starting to struggle. I think he's really starting to feel the pressure. Killing all the refineries to do like that, so he's really going to hurt that eco. What is that? That's going for power. Yep, that's going to go down in just a second. About to see if these longbows come into play or not. Killing the power. I think B has got plenty of power, though. Oh, here comes the longbow flock. They're moving in. So, one longbow down, and pretty much all, as you can see, the splash and the damage is causing them to surface. So, definitely helps even it out when Soviets have that advantage. One missile sub on this side too, so yeah, Lucky Luke is going to fold Bia's right side. Mechanic and Tanya is not what is needed here. MCV not going to be able to get out of dodge. In fact, Tanya is just going to run right into Flak. Oh, retreats a little bit. Kind of baits Flak into the pillbox. She's not going to die to that Flak. But Lucky Luke is temporarily pushed back. Another pillbox Manhattan advanced power plant there. One missile sub did survive. That is actually quite nice. He needs to start building some more. And he is building some more. Advanced power plant goes down on the right side. I think that's probably another MCV in there, so he's definitely making use of that. Oh, this Tanya getting pretty good value. Medium tank gonna go down. Tanya does get away, which is nice. The longbows killing more of the subs, and the missile sub does go down. That is another MCV, so Lucky Luke making great use of that. There is a nuke. It is unpowered, though. I'm not sure where all these mid tanks came from, but looks like they are going to do a little bit of damage. But Lucky Luke has such a huge army lead now. No, the army lead is totally even. They are both at 40k. I'm not sure how that is possible. It's probably because we got like a quarter of a Creo in the longbows right here, although I guess it's like an anti-Creo since Creo doesn't build longbows, but that's still like a quarter of an anti-Creo, I guess. Harvester's going down too. Somehow Bia is not out of this yet. He is refusing to go down. I love it. Iron Curtain is unpowered too, so it looks like Lucky Luke's struggling on the power front. Does not have a whole lot to protect this. Tanya is not useful up there, but those Blackhawks, longbows rather, super useful, killing all of those mammoth tanks. And there is one flak that was poking on Tanya, I believe. Lucky Luke's econ is going to skyrocket in just a second, though. These missile subs doing their best to defend, and they are within range, so they're not going to do a bad job, actually. Catch the next berth, just as everything moves, of course, so they're going to completely get lucky as Bia was retreating right into those missiles. So that is kind of funny. Last of these meter tanks finally getting cleaned up. Looks like they did kill one more Harvester. Probably going to go down to all those rifles right there. The nuke is powered up, and the IC is powered up. So we are now officially on hook timer. Lucky Luke floating 12k. That's kind of crazy. The nuke is just barely started. 7 minutes 45 seconds left on it. I'm not sure if this game is going to go on that much longer. Lucky Luke is looking pretty good, although Bia is he's got some more spies out there, so you never know. Infantry, oh, well, he's actually not Germany, never mind. So he does not get veterancy bonus from spies anymore. That is just a UK thing. Navy Yard trying to come up. Unfortunately, that is one too many subs, and it gets instantly one shot. Yeah, that's a change I forgot. Only the UK gets veterancy bonus right now, so that's actually a pretty big deal. That's a really good reason to pay UK. Germany, of course, chrono tanks would be amazing up here. Oh, this little outpost getting going to go down, maybe. I think the longbows have just enough. Oh, I see to save it. That is nice. But those longbows are going to refill. Big attack here, and I don't think this is going to go well for Bia. Lucky Luke has a great concave and a lot of army. These flaks actually doing such a huge job just proning this infantry. Tanya's coming in, but she's not in a pillbox. She was in a pillbox, that'd be really great. Spies coming in here too, but they're on attack move. Bia might actually just lose those if LuckyLuke sees them. Yeah, that was probably a pretty huge army swing. 50k to 30k, so not terrible, but he is close to that double threshold. More missile subs are back in action here. And a huge army coming in onto here. Pretty much instantly kills that harvester. Gonna friendly fire some of those. Well, stuff only kills one rocket, so not the worst thing in the world, but still. I think LuckyLuke has secured this game. His econ has probably scot up. Oh, well, that was insane for... Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell happened there. Yeah, LuckyLuke, you can see him just trending upwards heavily with those gem mines. Turret over here going to go down to a pretty well combined armed force. Frying is over here, but there is some pillbox absolutely slaughtering that infantry, so that is a nice little win there for Biasao. And god, the longbows, yeah, that's not really a thing they want to deal with. Flax, mammoth tanks, some rockets in there too. Unfortunately, he's just going to lose this side, and he really needs it. Missile sub looks like it was focusing fire on something in the shadows there. Camo pillbox, so this game's pretty much seen everything but Tesla tanks. I don't think we've seen a radar jammer, and I don't think we've seen a Chinook. And unfortunately, no chrono tanks. Chrono tanks would actually be really helpful. Oh, that MCV getting 2 bursts, pretty much. There's even a transport there to provide division. There's a bunch of SAM sites too, so this little outpost manages to stay alive. B is pushing back here, but again, big army from LuckyLuke. Yeah, coming in because why not? And LuckyLuke is going to take that engagement just barely. Artillery finally coming out to counter this little island. A little late for that. Finally almost getting 1 burst there. 4 missile subs. Still a little bit over a quarter of a Creo. Probably 3/8 of a Creo. Anti-Creo, rather. Advanced power plant instantly going down. Tanya probably going to get... Oh, nope. The Yak's out of ammo. Good artillery shot there because everything but a rifle. But I think this is about it for Biasao. Doesn't really have a whole lot to deal with this. He's got a cruiser, so there's that. If you could hold on to it, that'd be really funny. Cruisers versus missile subs could be a thing. Longbow's finally getting a good angle right there. Oh, but the IC... I think he's probably going to lose 1 longbow. Yep. Tanya over here. Killing some more stuff. Missile subs firing at ghost targets. Oh, this destroyer. So destroyers have 3 depth charges. So they're probably going to do a number on these missile subs, especially since the missile subs are going to miss. So you can see they do a little bit less than half damage when they all land. It's going to force your retreat, but as long as the missile subs keep moving, they're not going to take a whole lot of damage. It's like 1/8 of what it took that first time. But Biasao does go ahead and give up. I think that was probably about the right time. What a fantastic game. 43 minutes long. I am dry in the mouth because I've been non-stop Jagger Jackman. Can't even talk anymore. That was definitely a fun game. Well played by Bia. That was super entertaining. LuckyLuke bringing out the insane strats. Getting that MC over here was the deal breaker. I think his econ definitely made a huge difference probably after that. I'm still not sure what the hell happened here. Oh, that was probably Spy. That's probably what it was. So Bia got in, probably 2 spies, zapped all of LuckyLuke's econ, and then just instantly dropped back to how it normally was. So that was funny right there. And yeah, so that was definitely a 10 out of 10 game, and I'll see y'all next time.